Welcome back to Timberborn. Our settlement, New Beginnings, has survived 11 cycles and grown to 49 beavers. Water is under control, food production is running strong, so now it's time for the next big step. Metal production and explosives. With these new jobs, we're gonna need more beavers. So additionally, I'd like to revisit the residential area. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so you never miss an episode. Now let's get back to it. Alright, so first things first here. It's gonna be pretty simple to get going. We conveniently have this big bunch of ruins just a small walk away from our main residings right now. So all I need to do is just bridge over there, put a couple scavenger flags down, and then also put down a smelter. The other thing I want to take advantage of is there's just a flowing creek of bad water here. So I thought it would be perfect to set up explosives as well. I did check this out earlier, and sadly, it's only 97 horsepower through here. It increases when I divert water through here. So, I mean, it gets a little power boost when we have bad tides. Possibly more later, but we can set up here. This should be enough. Like, what is that? 97 is what it said? Yeah, 97. Let's take a look at our smelter here. Okay, 200. So, you know what? Maybe I need, like, 2 of them. And it'll perhaps underperform a little bit. I'll throw a windmill in there for good measure. And then let me make sure I have science points. 1.1k. So we need the scavenger flag and we need the smelter. All right, now they're getting to work. All right, now to link up this power. Something like that. This one's 69. Kind of sad. I can fix that, perhaps. We'll try this out. See if it does what I want. And the reason I put levees here is I was thinking maybe it'll increase the flow through this little channel here. And in the future, maybe I'd even blow up this part here so it's just a straight flow through. Don't have to worry about this weird bend here. Yeah, so this is gonna work hand in hand because bad water pump requires metal. And wouldn't you know, we have a bunch of metal starting to get scavenged and stockpiled here. So it works perfect for what I need. When we get metal, we also unlock the large liquid tank. This is going to quadruple our liquid storage. In addition to that, we get things like the impermeable floor. So with this, we can get aqueducts going. We also get the contamination barrier, so we can just block off areas of contamination made by bad water, so we don't have to worry about the land going all bad and gross tendrily nonsense anymore. And of course, explosives. So there are so many good things that come from metal that are going to be very important to bring us to the next step. Okay, it's working. Check this out. 98. Okay, yeah, it did work. Wonderful. All right, just gonna shove a couple wind turbines down. We'll just do something like that. As a side project, I wanted to make like a tapper shack over here. I think that would be really nice. All my science points. What I was thinking is maybe here, and then maybe on the side here, I could start growing maple trees. So it kind of isolates all my flower and maple in one area, and then I can start thinking about maple pastry time in the future. Problem with over here is it doesn't cover the whole patch of pine trees, which I might just need to move the pine trees a little bit. Or I could just put it here, and then I can maybe put more trees back here. You know, it'd look cool here. Yeah, let's put it there. And then I can just put the pine resin here for now. Just as like placeholder. Figure it out later. They're still not finished with this smelter. And maybe it is too far. It's because they have to go all the way up here, turn. Yeah, okay. My bad, I get it. But we have a smelter. And it be smeltin'. I'm gonna need the explosives factory. And I can connect it over here. Oh, it actually fits pretty snugly right there. Bad tide time. We get a lot of power out of this. Let's get the bad water pump started. Let's just put it over here. Why is this? No. Workers. I'm running out of jobs. I'm gonna have to do something drastic. I'm very attached to my starter housing, but might be time to say goodbye. I kind of want to redo so much of this. It is ugly. So ugly. Doink. Here comes the power boost. Huge power gains. Stop that. Calm down. Calm down, guys. Yes, this is officially part of the reservoir. When it drains down to here, though, it no longer provides water, but it still looks neat. I like it. A little bit of overflow over here. Hopefully that doesn't contaminate any beavers. Doesn't look very good. Guess we'll find out. This is apparently a problem. Oh no, they're walking through it. No. In kind of a panic, I frantically deleted a couple paths so that the beavers could no longer walk through the bad water. Okay, I didn't realize it flooded this much over here. What? When did that start happening? What is happening? Oh, you know what? It might be because I focused the couple of levees I put down. Really altered the flow. Oh, and now it's flooding because of it. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my goodness. Oopsie. That's a yikes from me, guys. Just ignore the large bad tide issue. Oh man, this is so funny. What a funny problem. Okay, so I have a population crisis right now, so I'm going to have to solve that. I was planning on focusing on getting the explosives happening, but I really think I should shift my focus to getting enough beavers to operate this settlement. Because right now, it is a problem. I'm gonna just redo this whole area. I'm gonna do something drastic so nobody panic. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to keep that one there. Or did I? So now that I've properly destroyed everything, I am going to brainstorm a new residential area. Okay, I think this is a layout I can work with. Let's see, carrots, sunflowers, potatoes, grilled chestnuts, bread. This can be books, and eventually grilled spatterdock, crackers, maple pastries. I don't know, more bread. Something like that. Then maybe some monuments. That should work just fine. These beavers need some water. So let's make sure they have water. They have medical beds. Contemplation spot. All right, I got it. I think this looks okay. Okay, now I have a bunch of homeless beavers. So, chop chop everybody. Should probably set the platform priority as very high, as that's probably the most important thing, is to get them housed. Next on the priority list, the houses. Everybody needs a home. Okay, now I need this to be constructed. Alright, you guys can go back to 18-hour work days. Okay, so what I've pretty much made here is a nice little apartment complex, I think. We have the vending machines, I'll call them, here. Little shops and vending machines, some water, some recreation with the fire pits. And then I plan on building 2 monuments here. And then we have a little contemplation spot, some street lamps, and then they're all gonna have some nice roofs and ideally these pinwheels as well. We'll see how the beavers like it. So far, I kind of messed around for a while. I fiddled around with it, and this is ultimately what I decided on. I sat here messing around for so long, it felt like. Oh man, I just realized I let the river dry up and my plants are not very happy at the moment. Let's fix that. These are temporary scaffolding so they can build the pinwheel on top. All right, I need to do it one more time over here. Beautiful. And I'd like to move these warehouses out of the way. They're kind of obstructing the view over here. These are temporary anyway, and I wanted to move my central storage. I mean, maybe I can put them back here or something. I mean, I'm not using this space, and it's kind of just sitting here. That might be a good spot. I was a little bothered that there was like wasted space here. So I flipped in a mini lodge. So we got some very little private mini lodge, not so private. I don't know what you want to call it, but I think it should be fine there. Explosives need just bad water. Okay. They need electricity. And they have bad water being pumped over here. All right, I'm gonna have to figure out efficiency later. I just need to get it built. Let's just build it. I hate it. Just need the explosives. Finally. Dynamite. I need 600 science. So I am building a second hauling post here. And here's the thought. I don't know if I'm going to keep these buildings here permanently, but I'm going to keep 2 beavers. This is a high priority job. Set to hauling. So no matter what, I'll always have 2 hauling beavers. On this one, I'm going to fill it to 10 workers, but it's going to be a low priority workplace. So whenever I have a bunch of unemployed beavers and I need them to have a job, they're going to fulfill hauling jobs. But the moment I build another building that's automatically going to have a neutral priority, it will supersede this job and they will get hired as, say, a grill master versus a hauler, because this is the lowest priority job. So it's like a backfill role. That's the purpose of that one. While I'm waiting for explosives, I think now's a good time to move the storage. I really haven't been a fan of this storage since a lot of the farmhouses are already over here. I was thinking of making my... It's either going to be over here or off in this corner. So I'm going to plan that. Okay, I changed my mind. I think I see what I want to do, and it requires the explosives, which are about to be finished. It's at 600, which I'm about to hit. All right, we officially have dynamite, ladies and gentlemen, and I am going to use it. All right, our first explosion. Hell yeah. Feels like an end of an era, deleting these 2 double lodges, as I was pretty happy with them when I first put them in, but I like this even more. I like it quite a bit. That last explosion was very anticlimactic, so hopefully this one's more exciting. Oh yeah. So I'm planning central storage now, and I'd like this to have kind of a staircase system. We'll see how this goes. Okay, I think I have come up with something here that I'm pretty happy with. Except for, I'm a little bothered that it's off center, but I think I'm gonna leave it. Oh man. overall, the layout is really nice. So let's just finish this up and I can explain it. While it's building, I can talk about our newly planted maple trees. I set the tapper house here and a bunch of maple trees, and ideally I'd like to start storing up some maple syrup for the lovely maple pastries that await the beaver's future here. The next big purchase requires 1,000 science, so I'm kind of trying to be frugal here so I can finish off my housing area and have a nice pretty shot of it, especially when I move all of this storage out. All right, we have enough for our first monument. Gonna really bring this together. Oh, the monument's up. So if you ever watch my shorts, be ready to hear this sound effect more, I guess. All right, it looks like my central storage is complete. So this warehouse build, I'm pretty happy with it. It's multi-layered. We have the 4 large warehouses on each side here. We have the medium warehouses in order to fit a centralized stairwell. As we layer up, there's a second medium warehouse, and there's a total of 4 medium warehouses on this level. Could replace things, but on top I decided to move my hauler buildings, as it makes most sense to put the hauler buildings on top of the central storage building. Plus it lets me open up this whole section here so that I have a nice view of my apartment complex here. The nice thing here is as I grow my storage even more, I need to stock more things. I can just throw more buildings on top here and then keep going upward with this repeating design. We have the staircase that can go up indefinitely. Just go up, 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 up in a spiral fashion. And then if I want to keep this theming going, I can just keep moving these up with the layers and then put these on top. I haven't decided if I want to put like a zipline system on here or not yet, but that's another question to ask on a different day. But right now, it is a really nice stackable storage unit, and I am quite fond of it. I'm just waiting on one more piece to fill in this spot up front here on my residential area, and I will call it finished. Yeah, the big issue is it costs 600, but we're almost there. This is why I built all these science things. So next episode, maybe I'll buy an observatory, but I want to pick a pretty spot for it. All right, with that bulletin board complete, I'd say this residential area is looking fantastic. Oh, we now have a well-being score of 22, average. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have a average well-being of 23. I think the average is being brought down by these injured beavers, so when they fix themselves, I believe maybe it'll go up. We'll see. Looks like the average well-being score was indeed 24 after those injuries were healed. So not bad, not bad. Let me click a random guy here. This beaver is up to 26, so it's looking good, looking good. So now that I moved all of the storage and the hulling post away from this spot right here, I am unsure of what I want to put here. So I am asking you guys to leave your ideas and suggestions in the comments for the next video. So maybe I'll put that in there. So let me know what you guys think, like what kind of decorations, maybe more farmland, maybe a little park. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think, and maybe I'll put it in the next episode. Phew, that was a good one. We got metal production up and running, explosives are finally online, and the colony is starting to expand properly. The housing's in a much better spot. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The storage as well. And we've got a lot more room to work with now. I'm definitely interested in seeing what you guys come up with for that open space. And as always, I appreciate you for sticking around. But for now, that's gonna do it for this one.